Hey everybody, I'm back. Yes, I was gone this weekend. We did not do an up and coming stream. We did not do a reaction stream for our friends early morning so my friends in Europe could catch it. Don't worry, we'll do that this weekend, but it was 100% worth it. Why? Because this weekend I got to scratch a big band name off of my bucket list that I've been wanting to see for almost 2.5, 3 years now. And I've seen them, and now I need to see them again. And here's the best part. They're still on tour right now, and I'm gonna tell you why you need to see them as well. Yes, I am wearing their shirt, and I'll tell you more about them right after this. Red-Handed Denial from Toronto, Canada. This plucky little independent band has been on my radar now for almost 3 years. Their last album, I'd Rather Be Asleep, was my number 2 album last year, right behind, well, Virtual Dreams. Digital Dreams, I'm sorry, wow, virtual? No. Theirs is Virtual Dystopia, which is their album. Digital Dreams is from Torrential Rain. So my 2 favorite bands from last year were 100% both independent bands, Torrential Rain and Red-Handed Denial. Those are my guilty pleasures. I love a lot of music, from big bands all the way down to independent bands. But my 2 favorite albums of last year were 2 little creative wonders called I'd Rather Be Asleep and Digital Dreams. Now, Red-Handed Denial has a new album coming very soon, and it's a journey into a virtual dystopia. And we've already seen 2 of their songs, Parasite and One More Night. And One More Night is probably the epicenter of this tour if you get to see them. I saw them in Houston, Texas. Chelsea and I went, and we stumbled across the venue during sound check. Lauren was doing sound check. You could hear the guys just kind of rumbling around. Sam, the merch / social media guru, was there, and it was an amazing show. This is the tour t-shirt. It's quite nice, actually. Has Red-Handed Denial, has them playing on it, has the obligatory list of dates. They're about halfway through. So if you're on the East Coast or in the Midwest, you've missed out. But if you are in Denver or tonight or all along the West Coast and the Pacific Northwest, now is your time to jump a hold of this. Now, I'm gonna give you 2 reasons why you need to see them. Number 1, they are better live than on the album. I say that a lot, but it's true, okay? One of the things that a lot of bands struggle with is they can create some amazing things in the studio, but does it translate to a live performance? Well, they don't have a problem with this. They're a solid crew. Now, the members of Red-Handed Denial, Lauren Babic, the amazing Lauren Babic, we've mentioned her many, many times, is supported, and this conglomeration of amazing musicians comes together in an equal gel form. When they go out there, you can automatically tell that it's not the Lauren and guys show. It's Red-Handed Denial. Even the bass player, Dominic, is appreciated in this band. And I know that's never said, but it's true. Dominic isn't just known for being the master of the mustache and pizza crusts. Ask him, he'll tell you what that means. He's an amazing person. He's a lovely soul. He's open and receptive, and he's a monster on the bass. And he has no problem with stage presence. Tyson, what can you say about Tyson Dang, their drummer? He is, if you watch his Twitch stream, he's just as funny and positive and energetic in the live show. And he's also thunderous on regular sounding non-electric drums. When it's just straight up drums, he's a monster on those as well. Now, Chris Mifsud is normally the guitarist who records and writes a lot of songs with Lauren and the group. He could not make this tour. Luckily, there's a guy that we know named Gerard, and he stepped in. And Gerard does an insane job on guitars. He has great synergy with Lauren. He has great synergy with Dominic and with Tyson, and it just works. They play all the great songs, including they open their set with Parasite, and about halfway through they play One More Night, and it is magical. The song is amazing on the video and in the recorded version. When they play the song live, it just hits so hard and so emotional. This tour is something very, very special. Now, of course, I told you the first reason was seeing them live. Seeing Red Headed Denial live is an absolute joy because they really are as good as advertised. And they have a great energy. The crowd really gets into it. Lauren does all the harsh vocals, and she can shift and go to all the melodic, even some falsetto love. And my favorite part is you can understand every word. And the mix, something about the way they have their mix set in the house, even in a bad acoustic room like the one in Houston, they were not muddy. They were clear. And that was really important. And Chelsea and I, we merch perch. For those who don't know what that is, we always hang out at the merch table. We don't get in the, we like to watch the crowd because I like to sit at the merch table and watch and see a band connect with the audience send energy back. Because that tells you the story of a performance, and it's there. The second reason why you need to get tickets and see this tour is the band called Unprocessed. And here's the problem. I looked on my channel the second they got off the stage, and I realized something. I've never done a reaction to Unprocessed. What the fuck is my problem? And then I remembered all of my reactions are from y'all. So this is y'all fault. This is all of your fault for not requesting me do a reaction to Unprocessed. I'm letting you know now. Holy crap. Okay, number one, let's just say what it is. Unprocessed is a metalcore band from Germany. Okay, there's no good metalcore, modern metal, progressive metal bands from Germany. No, that's half my damn channel is progressive modern metalcore bands from Germany. That's half of my fan base. That's like that's my guilt. That's like my biggest guilty pleasure. Hostage, Alleviate, Our Mirage. It just, right? I mean, IFA. I mean, just this whole conglomeration of German metalcore artists and bands. And then this one shows up on stage and I'm like, how do I not know these guys? Why do I not know these guys? Because every song just made me just literally I just lost it. And the band is amazing in all the crazy things. The harsh vocals, the aggressive power metal is there, the death metal's there, the metalcore is there, all that stuff. But this is why I am really kicking myself that I haven't checked out this band yet, and it's all y'all fault. Is because melodically, something this band did live that I did not expect. Some bands in the metals genre will just stay in metal. They just power through their set, they melt faces, Mashi Mashi, Wall of Death, crowd surfing, which they did do the crowd surfing. But there were parts in this set where they just disconnected from the stage, and the lead singer of the band would go off to the side, pick up a Stratocaster, come back up on stage, and do the funkiest riff in the most clear tone guitar, and just play this funky groove style. And then he starts singing, and I'm telling you, I looked at him dead in the face after the show, and I said, dude, I'm just telling you now, you remind me of a musician when you're up there with just that Strat, and you're doing this funky, groovy, clear tone guitar with no crunch and no overdrive in it, and he's just tapping and flowing, and he's dropping these he's just throwing all this stuff in there. It's all funky and groovy, and he has this beautiful tone in his voice. And I went, dude, you're channeling Prince up there. And he just stood there and he froze. You're up there and you've got me feeling like Prince is alive and you're channeling him right now. I'm telling you, go see this tour, go see Unprocessed live, or see one of the many videos people have shot of this tour. Watch this stuff. He channels Prince in the best way possible. And when I told him that, he just stood there like, oh my God, really? And I'm like, yeah. And Lauren's standing next to him and Lauren's like, oh my God. Because I said it and it's like, Lauren, you didn't already know that? And it clicked in her head like, oh my God, like you do. And then for me to say that to him, really, you could tell that it meant something to him. But the band puts on an amazing live show and their fan base is 100% in. And one thing that they do, which I thought they were crazy to do this during this set, but they did it because it was a very small venue. So the crowd was pretty packed and you had half of the crowd was moshing. Some of them were hardcore swinging. It was hilarious. But that left about 4 rows of people in front of the hardcore mosh, and then everybody else was in the back of the room. And the band was determined to let people come up on the stage and crowd surf. But my thought was, okay, that's great and that's awesome, and there's nothing better than a good crowd surf. But it's only 4 people deep, which means someone's gonna jump off 1, 2, 3, boom, floor. No. As people would go, the crowd would just rush in and carry that person around the room. And it didn't matter who they were, because at that point, it didn't matter where you were in the room. You knew it was your job to take care of your fellow Unprocessed fans, and it was amazing. And Lauren goes in there and joins them for a number, and their synergy together is amazing. Outstanding show. Make sure that you go catch this concert tour if you get a chance. They still have dates. This video comes out on Tuesday, April the 23rd. They have a show in Denver tonight. If you can get tickets, go. Go. If you're in Denver and you see this video, go. And if you see this after the 23rd, you missed it. Sorry. You need to run your ass up to Boise. So follow Red Hand and Denial, follow Unprocessed. Find out if they're coming anywhere near you. If they are, it is so worth the price of a ticket just to see Lauren and Red Hand and Denial share that live, that power, that passion, the love they have. Every song from Red Hand and Denial means something to someone. They don't do any music that doesn't matter to people, and you can tell. Unprocessed, holy crap, what a show. What a show. What talented musicians. And by the way, I mentioned the lead singer switching to a 6-string Strat to do that whole Prince funky thing. When he plays his 8-string gent and the other guitarist is also playing, and that dude's fingers try to follow him, it looks like the legs on the Roadrunner. It's just, you can't even see them, they're moving. The whole band has a vibe that is just incredible. Also, really good merch this tour. Unprocessed is some really slick shirts. Nothing too gaudy, really slick. And Red Hand and Denial has all their classic throwbacks. And try to catch one of those Red Hand and Denial Canadian Christmas ones. They only have smaller sizes and they're running out fast. So get them from Sam. All right, everybody. I wanted to share this with you. That's the newest plate. Red Hand and Denial. Thank you guys for having us. To them, traveling mercies, safety to everyone on this tour. They work super hard to put forth the best show possible, and amazingly humble, loving people from both bands. And I cannot say enough about the experience in that show. It was at the Secret Group in Houston, which is a tiny little hole in the wall venue, but man, they filled that thing hard. And the people that were there were passionate about it. Of course, they went to Trees the night before in Dallas and blew up Trees, which is just awesome. There's a lot of history in that building too. So my name is Old School Nerd, and this weekend I went to go see Unprocessed and the amazing Red Hand and Denial. And I would do it every single time because it was one hell of a show. To both of those bands, thank you so much for having us. And with that, I got to get back to doing reactions. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do, and if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other, we're all stuck on this smoke ball together. We'll see you later.